For more than 25 years, Tara Rae Moss has been a fixture on Australian bookshelves, with 14 bestsellers across 19 countries in 13 different languages. She's been the go-to for all things from history to heroines.
Now Tara Rae is back in Australia on an inspiring mission ahead of this Saturday's International Women's Day. And Tara Rae Moss joins us live. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nice to see you.
Lovely to see you.
So you split your time between Australia and Canada.
That's right, yeah. So I was born in Victoria, BC. I'm there part of the time, and I've got family and friends here in Sydney as well. And who can complain having Canada and Australia as home? You know?
Exactly.
Sounds pretty good.
Now, you've been on the couch a few times over the years, and we've always sort of zoomed in on your health challenges, so we need a bit of a catch-up. How are you going now?
Really well. As you can see, I'm without my cane at the moment, so it's been a year and a half since I went into remission from complex regional pain syndrome. And that's been just world-changing for me because I used a wheelchair for a number of years. And I'll have to sort of stay on top of it. We all have to look after our health, but it feels like a miracle, honestly, to me every day, every step I take. It's like I don't take a single thing for granted.
For granted. Right. Well, it's a change of perspective, isn't it?
Very much.
Can we talk International Women's Day?
Yes.
This year's theme is March Forward.
Yes.
So what does that mean to you and to...
Well, wouldn't we love to be marching forward? I think it's an important time for all of us to pull together and see what we can do for everyone in the community, including the most vulnerable and including women and girls. So it's a good time to focus on that. And we can see what's happening in the world is actually some rolling back of women's rights. So it's a good time to kind of focus on what's happening there. I have a podcast called There's No Place Like Home that dropped yesterday, and it's specifically focusing on the issue of domestic and family violence and violence against women in Australia. And so I think that's a good thing for us to keep in mind. With all the wonderful things we have in this country, we still have this epidemic, if you will, of violence.
It's a very powerful podcast, isn't it?
Yeah. Was there a particular motivation behind that for you, Tara Rae?
Yeah, it's an award-winning podcast. I'm really honoured to be hosting. But, you know, you've got last year one woman who was killed by a partner or former partner every 4 days for part of 2024. And now I think it's about every 9 days. And those numbers are too high. I want a better world for my girl, my daughter. I want a better world for all people to feel safe. And I think that Australians deserve that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, when you're not doing that, are you thinking about your next book, or where are we?
I am. Yes, I am. I've got my 15th book launching later this year with HarperCollins, so it will be coming out in September. It's called The Italian Secret. You're the first people to hear about it, actually, so that's the title.
It's not a secret anymore.
No, it's not a secret. Yeah, it's book 3 in my historical fiction series with Billy Walker, who I guess you could describe as like if Philip Marlowe was like Ava Gardner. So it's set in 1948, Sydney and Naples, and I hope you enjoy the ride when you get a chance to read it.
1948, the last time a mother called her son Larry. So good to see you. Thanks
so good to see you. Thank you for having
too.
me on.
You can listen to There's No Place Like Home After She Leaves, hosted by Tara Rae Moss. It is available wherever you get your podcast.